Hello everyone watching this video, most likely the Hampton Rovers community. My name's Stephen Anderson, Chairman of the Board, and I'll have on the call with me Gary Nash, the Senior President, and Rohan, Bardwell, the Junior President, who you'll hear from both soon. We just wanted to send a video out, and hopefully you can all grab it, just to thank everyone that's involved in the club in this strange time that will go down in history on the honour boards. It's the first time that we don't see anything since 1945 or 44 of the World Wars. So we're in recess, so nothing on the honour boards this year. Just briefly, I wanted to thank all our volunteers. The guys will go break it down a little bit more in a minute. I wanted to thank the board and the members of that board in what they've done with the club this year and to keep the state of the club in such a strong position. I'm sure you've all heard out there, some other clubs are doing it really tough, but there's been a lot of hard work. We've had board meetings every month to make sure the club's up and running and surviving, and there is no doubt that's going to happen. So with Gary and Rohan on board, I'd like to thank their committees, and they will go into a bit more detail in a minute. So on behalf of all of us at the club, thanks for your support. It's a great club, and it works with people like you, namely two sponsors that I'll call out tonight being Buxton and Sandringham, Mark Earl and all the old Rovers boys in Sandringham, and Brighton Mazda, Anthony McMahon out at Brighton Mazda. So please get along to those guys whenever you want to buy a house, sell a house, or get a car, or get your car serviced. It keeps the club alive. So first I'll get Gary to just give us a quick wrap with the seniors, and then we'll throw over to Rohan. Gary.
Thank you, Ando, and hello to everyone in Roverland. It's going to view this. I'd like to put a special welcome out initially to Patrick Raymond Kwan, our senior coach. Became a father on Friday, so he'll be looking after Auskick as from 2026. So well done, Connie and his partner, and that's great news. But yeah, thank you to all the sponsors, our members, our player sponsors, everyone that's jumped on board and supported our terrific club in what has been just an incredibly difficult season. Things have been made that so much more difficult with this COVID-19, but we've battled through it. And it's been just remarkable the amount of work that our volunteers have done. I mean, you look at our website and our social media with Cam Voss, Freddie with the VAFA and the council. I wouldn't like to try and think the amount of emails and details he's had to go through. A big shout out to our junior committee, Rohan and Alistair Smythe, who took on the COVID-19 officer job, and did just an incredible amount of work, absolutely countless of hours initially when it all started before lockdown 1 and it continued through. So to thank you to those people, it's amazing. Our treasurers, Megan and Kate, the reporting they've given us at both committee levels, board level, has been outstanding, because it's been so very, very difficult trying to balance books and to see how we've gone financially. But that's been just on the job, on the spot first all the time. That was good. To our players who have jumped on board with the podcasts and kept the football club real, that has been remarkable. And I thank you all. I thank everyone who's got involved with that. To Sam Clements and the players who came up with the idea of the raffles, well, that is just brilliant. Now, the amount of money that's generated has been great, but it's kept the interest, it's kept everyone linked. So, well done, lads. Back to the field, to those players, men and women, that put their hand up to assist with junior coaching and assistant coaching. Consider that next year. Again, we need you. We need more of you. The juniors love it. And so that's about where I am. I'd like to thank the coaching group and the conditioning group with Nathan. I think the pre-season was incredible. Unfortunately, it turned to dust. But the interest and enthusiasm from our senior players, men and women, was fantastic. So I'm excited about 2021. who knows what that holds. But to the whole club, to their people who have contributed on and off the field, it's a big thank you.
Yeah, well said, Gary.
Next year. Thank you.
Fantastic, Gary. Rohan.
Yeah, thanks, Ando. Hey, everybody. Rohan Bardwell, Junior President. Really, what the season that could have been. Unfortunately, it's a shame that we couldn't get the season away. But a lot of hard work went in behind the scenes, and really want to thank the support of the seniors committee and the seniors, in particular the senior players who got involved in coaching at the junior ranks and supporting the juniors. A lot of senior players got involved, which was absolutely fantastic. I really just want to thank all the parent volunteers who have helped out prior to the season starting. Greatly appreciated, especially the coaches and all the team managers and the team coordinators. Done a fantastic effort. We worked hard to try to get the season away. I'd also like to thank our merchandising team led by Marcus Nolan, Sarah Jane Clarkson and Jeanette Boyd Turner, fitting all the juniors out in their fantastic gear. So I really appreciate the efforts they've gone to. In terms of communications for the club, on the website, we've got Lisa Bevan, who helps manage the juniors website, Liz Bardwell, who does a lot of the comms and does all the social media for us and does an absolute fantastic job there. Also calling out our sponsors, which is great. And I really want to thank my committee. I know Gary's mentioned a few of the names today, but Gav Sharp, who's our secretary, does a great job. Paul Carrigan, Cags, head of football, fantastic bloke. And, unfortunately, we didn't get the season away. He was extremely disappointed, but I guess it's one of those years. But big thank you to Paul for all the effort he's done and all the work that he's done in terms of getting all the teams together. Lara Toscone, who's our social coordinator, even though we didn't have any events this year. Lara's been working hard behind the scenes, trying to get all the juniors, keep them engaged with a number of different competitions and stuff. So fantastic work. So thanks, Lara, for your efforts. Big thank you to Tim Hall, who does our registrations, provides us all the data for our members, which is great. Massive thank you to Kate Robb, who behind the scenes not only does the treasurer role, but does a number of other roles, helping the committee out. So thank you for all your work done around working out all the refunds for all the junior parents. And as Gary called out, a massive thank you to Alistair Smythe, who did an absolute power of work getting all the return to play protocols in place, working with the seniors, also working with the SNJFL, many late nights, pulling it all together. Did a power of work. So I thank him enormously for all of his efforts, and hopefully we don't have to use any of it for next year, and hopefully we can get 2021 underway. So thank you to everyone. Stay safe, wear your masks, and hopefully we can get back to some normality before we know it.
Yeah, well said, Rohan. Well said.
Yeah,
and a big shout out before we close off to Gary and Rohan, who will go down in history as the COVID presidents of the club. So thank you for your effort, you two. And last before we leave is please all get on board again in 2021. We need as much help as we can get because it's going to be another tough year coming out of this. I don't think we'll ever be back to normal. Yeah. So please get on board and we'll all see you next year. Thanks very much.